Hi everybody. I wanted to put another video out there. I've had some people ask me about symptoms that I started with and kind of where I'm at. Um, so I've had Sjogrens, I think, forever. Um, but my symptoms started in August 2009. I was at my desk and half of my left arm went numb and cold. And when I was working, and I thought, oh, whatever, it's just asleep. And then it traveled up my arm, so I went to my cardiologist, and they thought maybe I had had a stroke, which I didn't. And then for 2 weeks, I couldn't use my arm. It was totally numb and cold up the whole way. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. And then 2 weeks later, I had a blinding headache. And then half my face went numb, and then just searing pain. And I tried for quite a few years to figure out what was going on. Finally got to a good doctor that I was diagnosed with Sjogren's. And then I went to a rheumatologist that wasn't so great, and she put me on like 18 meds, and I was a hot mess. I was on steroids and gained a whole bunch of weight. And then I found an amazing doctor here in Colorado, and she put me on Humira and methotrexate, which has saved me. I'm down to like 6 meds now, almost off all my pain pills. Lost weight, being able to get back to life. I had 2 canes, I was on a walker, and now I don't need any of that. Now I can do stuff. Went hiking a few weeks ago and almost killed me. I'm still not working though. The fatigue is still very real. Sometimes even grocery shopping, even cleaning the house. As you guys know, trying to get out of bed is a nightmare. Some people, sorry, my fingers are in the way, have asked me about, symptoms, and I've heard tons of symptoms ranging from, myself, severe muscle fatigue, severe pain and fatigue, to just dry eyes, to literally people having to have, lung transplant, heart transplant, so much pain, burning skin. I mean, it's amazing. I've also been diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis and fibromyalgia. I've always had a high heart rate, over 100 beats a minute. I've always had problems sleeping, really, really bad insomnia. I take sleeping pills every night, and have had the sleeping problems since I was a baby. So the symptoms range from everything. So if you are having what you believe could be an autoimmune disease, keep pushing. I mean, I probably saw at least 20 doctors, and one doctor actually told me if I, went to the gym more, then I would feel better. He really told me that. And, I've had a lot of doctors tell me that it was all in my head, and so I'm sure a lot of you get that. But symptoms can be wide ranging. I mean, I didn't even have a dry mouth until probably 3 years in, and one day I woke up and my mouth was super dry, and that's why I got tested for Sjogren's. But the rheumatologist I saw didn't want to put me on anything because she didn't believe that it was that bad. So as you guys know, you just got to keep pushing. I know a lot of you guys are doing the natural path. I tried juicing for a year. That didn't help. I do kind of juice still now. I don't eat a lot of gluten. I do try to watch what I eat. Not a lot of junk, except like once a week I pig out or I'll go insane. I don't know. For me, I don't want to. I mean, I've tried to be really strict, but then I'm just more tired. And, it's hard for me to go and do things because I always have to worry about, well, where I go, are they going to have this kind of food, and da-da-da. I figure I've already lost a lot of things in my life. I'm going to just, do the food. And for me, the meds have totally helped. Right now I have a cold, which when you have a cold, you can't take Humira or methotrexate because it, weakens your immune system. So I can't take my meds. So depending on how long the cold lasts, that's how backed up I get. And the longer I don't take my meds, the worse things get. So, and that's kind of where that is. I've had a lot of weird symptoms from both feet hurting so bad I can't even step on them, skin burning, chest pain, hands hurting. My neck has always hurt. That's where it kind of started. My eye, I always laugh that this eye gets kind of gimpy. My face sometimes doesn't work. Muscle fatigue, extreme fatigue. So there are a lot of weird symptoms with Sjogren's. So it just kind of depends on what type you have, also what you have with it. Usually if you get one autoimmune, they just pile on. So I hope this has helped some people and answered some questions. And also, one other thing I forgot is I haven't had any side effects with the methotrexate or the Humira. The one thing, when I first started taking methotrexate, I've had, this sounds gross, a lot of problems going to the bathroom. I've always had bad constipation. So for the first like 2 weeks, I went to the bathroom a lot. But other than that, I haven't had any mood changes or anything like that. I've had some drugs. I think Topromate was one where I tried it and I had to get off of it. I didn't like the way it felt. Lyrica and Cymbalta I was put on at one point together, and I was so high. My pupils were huge. I was just so out of it for quite a few days. I had to get off of that. So I was on morphine for like 5 years. I didn't have any side effects with that. I think because I was in so much pain. I was on like 8 pain medications, and I'm down to 1. So for me, the harder drugs have worked. I know a lot of people are afraid to take them or don't want to. So I get it. It's kind of whatever works for you. So if you guys still have any questions, just leave them for me and I will answer them. So hopefully you guys have a great day. Bye.